Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In this session, we will learn to construct the bisector of a given angle. And going a step further, we will also learn to mathematically prove the constructions. So let's start. Friends, can you tell why it is important to learn how to draw these geometric constructions accurately? To construct big buildings, we first prepare a blueprint. And if this blueprint is not accurate, will this building be built correctly? No. And to make the correct blueprint, we use these geometric constructions. Similarly, these constructions are also used for making many buildings, roads, tools, bridges, machines, etc. Friends, can you tell which instruments we need for geometric constructions? We have a geometry box, which contains a graduated scale, a protractor, a pair of compasses, a pair of set squares, a pair of dividers and a pencil. Let us now learn to construct an angle bisector. Suppose we are given an angle PQR, which you can see on the screen. Let's construct a bisector of this angle PQR. For this, we will have to follow some steps. First, let us check what all we will need. We will need a scale, pencil and a compass. Now we will fix the pencil in the compass in this way. Place the pointed end of the compass at the vertex Q. Taking Q as the center and taking any radius, draw an arc to intersect the rays PQ and QR at points A and B respectively. Considering points A and B formed by the intersection of the arcs on the sides as centers and taking the radius a little more than half of AB, draw two arcs in the opposite direction of angle Q to intersect each other at point C. Now we will join vertex Q and point C. This ray is the required bisector of angle PQR. So friends, in this way we have constructed the bisector of a given angle. But through this construction, did the bisection of angle PQR actually happen? In other words, will angle PQC and angle RQC be equal? Let us see the proof for this. First, let's join AC and BC as shown. Now we have two triangles, triangle AQC and triangle BQC. Notice that here angles PQC and angle AQC are depicting the same angle. Similarly, angle RQC and angle BQC are also depicting the same angle. We have to prove that angle AQC is equal to angle BQC. If we prove that triangle AQC and triangle BQC are congruent, then we know that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, which means their corresponding angles will also be equal. Let's start. First of all, AQ is equal to BQ because they are the radii of the same arc. AC is equal to BC because they are the radii of the same arc. And QC is the common side. Therefore, triangle AQC and triangle BQC are congruent by the SSS. Side congruence rule. And now we can say that angle AQC is equal to angle BQC because the corresponding angles of congruent triangles are equal. So friends, not only did we construct an angle bisector, but we also proved that the construction is mathematically correct. Here we can measure these angles with the help of a protractor. We can see that angle AQC is equal to angle BQC. Therefore, we can say that angle PQC and angle RQC will also be equal. Friends, with this we have learned to construct the bisector of an acute angle. Construct the bisector of the given obtuse angle yourself and also mathematically prove the construction. Friends, that's all in this session. Today we learned to construct the bisector of a given angle. See you in the next video where we will learn to construct the perpendicular bisector of a given line segment. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to this session on constructions. In previous session, we learned how to construct the bisector of a given angle and also gave proof that the construction we made is right. In this session, we will learn to construct a perpendicular bisector of a line segment and will prove that the construction is correct. Let's assume we have to construct perpendicular bisector of PQ. So let's start the construction. The steps for this construction are as follows. With the help of scale and pencil, draw a line segment. Let's name this line segment as PQ. Now taking a measurement of more than half of the line PQ, place the pointed end of the compass on P and draw an arc above and below PQ. Now without changing the measurement, place same pointed point on Q and draw arc below and above PQ in such a way that they will intersect previously drawn arc. Note that measurements of radius from point P and Q have not changed. Let's name the intersecting point X and Y respectively, and with the help of scale, join SY. And let's name the intersection point of PQ and XY as O. The point where the line XY intersects the line PQ will divide the line segment PQ into two equal parts, and XY will also be perpendicular to the PQ. You can check the measurement of PO and OQ with the help of the scale, whether it is equal or not. Also, with the help of the protractor, we can also check whether the angle formed is 90 degrees or not. So in this way, we constructed a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Let's prove it mathematically as well. Now we will prove that PO is equal to OQ and angle XOP is equal to angle XOQ is equal to 90 degrees. If we prove the triangles XOP and XOQ congruent, and since the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, therefore we can say that sides and angles are equal, and it will be easy to prove that PO is equal to QO and angle XOP is equal to angle XOQ is equal to 90 degrees. For that, we will first take triangle XPY and triangle XQY by joining PX, PY, QX and QY. Now in triangle XPY and XQY, side XP is equal to side XQ because these are arcs of equal radius. Similarly, side PY is equal to side QY because these are arcs of equal radius, and side XY is equal to side XY, common side. That is, triangle XPY and triangle XQY are congruent by side-side congruency rule. Therefore, angle PXY or say angle QXY will be equal to QXY or say angle QXO because the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Let's this be equation 1. Now let's take triangle PXO and triangle QXO, as we know that side PX is equal to side QX because these are arcs of equal radius. Angle PXO is equal to angle QXO by equation 1 and side XO is common side. Therefore, triangle PXO and triangle QXO will be congruent by side congruency rule. And therefore, side PO is equal to side QO. The corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. That is, point O bisects the line segment PQ. We have proved apart that PQ is bisected by XY. Now it is yet to be proved that the line XY is perpendicular to the line segment PQ, so that it can be proved that it is perpendicular bisector of PQ. Here angle XOP is equal to angle XOQ because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Let this be equation 2. And angle XOP plus angle XOQ is equal to 180 degrees because these angles form a linear pair. Let this be equation 3. Now, by equation 2 and equation 3, we can say that angle XOP is equal to angle XOQ. Therefore, both angles will be 90 degrees. Angle XOP is equal to angle XOQ is equal to 90 degrees. That is, XY is perpendicular to PQ. Friends, that's it for today's session. Today we learned to construct a perpendicular bisector of a line segment and also learned to prove it. Meet you in the next session with some questions based on the same. Thank you. Hello friends. You are welcome to this session on constructions. In the previous video, we learned basic construction of perpendicular bisector of line segment and angle bisector, and we also proved the constructions to be geometrically correct. In this video, we are going to learn about how one can draw an angle of a given measurement. So let us begin. The question is that from the initial point of the ray AB, construct an angle of 30 degree. Friends, we only have been given a ray AB. Now let's draw ray AB. Now, using a compass, draw a mark of any length like this and name the intersection point as C. Now, without changing the measurement, we will draw one more arc from point C, which will intersect the first arc at point D. Now, on angle A, by constructing angle bisector, we can form an angle of 30 degrees on ray AB. Now, from the intersection points of arcs drawn on both the arms, point C and point D, taking more than half the length of CD inside the angle, we will draw one arc from each point that will intersect at point E. Now vertex A and point E will be joined. This ray AE is angle bisector of angle DAC and angle EAC is 30 degrees. Before moving on to the next question, find out if we have to construct an angle of 15 degrees, what will we do? You may pause the video and think of an answer. After completing the last process, the 30-degree angle at point A can be bisected again to arrive at an angle of 15 degrees. So now, if we have to construct an angle of 120 degrees, what will we do? Here first an angle of 60 degrees will be constructed like we did in the previous question. And then from point D, without changing the measure of the radius, we will draw one more arc, which will intersect arc drawn from point A. And from point A to this intersecting point, we can draw a line to form an angle of 120 degrees. Now we will see these steps in brief. Draw ray AB. With the help of a compass taking a radius, draw a large arc from the vertex A in such a way that it intersects the ray AB. Now, without changing the radius, from this point of intersection, draw an arc in such a way that it intersects the arc drawn from point A at D. Once again, with the same radius and intersecting the larger arc from point D at point C, will another arc be drawn. Finally, drawing a ray joining vertex A to point C, an angle of 120 degrees can be obtained. Friends, that's it for today's session. See you in the next session with some more constructions of angles. Thank you. Hello friends. Welcome to this video on construction. In previous video, we learned about the construction of angles like 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 120 degrees. In this video, we will learn to construct some more angles. So come on, let's start. From the initial point of ray XY, construct an angle of 45 degrees and prove that the construction is geometrically correct. As you know, we have only scale, pencils and compass. With the help of this, we have to construct the angle. So, find out how. Come on, I'll give you a hint. We will increase the ray to the left of point X. Now, with the help of compass, taking any one measurement, take the point X at the center, cutting an extended ray XY on the left and right of point X and place an arc. Can we say that AB is a line segment and X is its midpoint? Now what can we do? Can we construct perpendicular bisector of line AB? From point A and B, taking more than half the measure of AB, either at the top and bottom or only to the top, draw one arc each and join their intersection point P to X. Can we now say the angle PXY or PXB is 90 degrees? Let us first check the validity of the diagram before moving forward. We will join point P to A and B. Now, in triangle PAX and triangle PBX, side AX is equal to side BX because they are arcs of equal radius. Side PA equals side PB because they are arcs of equal radius. Side PX is equal to side PX because they are common sides. This is how triangle PAX and triangle PBX are congruent by side-side-side congruency rule. Therefore, angle PXA is equal to angle PXB as corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Let's call it equation 1. And angle PXA plus angle PXB is equal to 180 degrees because they are linear pairs. Let's name it as equation 2. Which means angle PXA is equal to angle PXB is equal to 90 degrees from equation 1 and 2. That is, at point X, we have made an angle of 90 degrees. Now tell us whether it is easy to construct 45-degree angle from here or not. Now from here, follow the steps of angle bisector and to vertex X on ray XY and ray XP, draw arcs of equal radius. Then, by adding arc of equal radius, once again from the intersection points, joining the intersection point obtained to vertex X to the bisector of the angle PXY, we can easily construct an angle of 45 degrees from the vertex X. Friends, if we have to construct an angle of 22.5 degrees, then what will you do? You reach the answer with the help of classmates and teachers. Before leaving, take some questions as homework and try to solve them. Construct an angle of 75 and 105 degrees and check the construction with the help of protractor. Here you do not need to give mathematical solution. After the construction, measure it with the protractor to see whether it is correct or not. Friends, that's it for today's session. See you in the next video with the construction of some more angles. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In our previous video, we learned some basic constructions such as angle bisector, perpendicular bisector and construction of an angle of a given measure. Additionally, we also learned to depict them in mathematical form. Friends, in the previous classes, we have learned the general construction of triangles such as the construction of a triangle when the length of all its sides is given, construction of a triangle when the length of its two sides and the measure of the angle between them is given, construction of a triangle when the measure of its two angles and the length of the side in between them is given, and the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of its one side and its hypotenuse is given. In this session, we will learn the construction of a triangle given its base, a base angle and the sum of the other two sides. So, as an example, let's construct a triangle PQR. Here, we are given the length of the base QR, the measure of the base angle, angle Q, and the sum of the other two sides, that is, QP plus PR. For the construction of a triangle, information of three parts is essential. Here, information of three parts of triangle is given. Think, is this information sufficient for the construction of a triangle? Yes, and the steps for the construction of such a triangle are as follows. Step 1. First of all, with the help of a scale, draw a line segment QR equal to the length of the given base. Step 2. Now, by placing the protractor on ray QR from point Q, by constructing an angle AQR equal to the given measure, draw ray QA. Then, with the help of a scale, taking the measurement equal to the sum of the length of the two sides, with the help of a compass, draw an arc on ray QA. Let's name this point as point B. Step 4. Now, let's join point B and point R. Step 5. Now, measuring angle RBQ with the help of a protractor, constructing an angle equal to angle RBQ on side RB, from point R, draw a ray RC. Then, name the point of intersection of side QA and side RC as point P. Friends, pause the video and think, why do we construct angle RBQ is equal to angle BRC? We need side PR equal to side PB. Therefore, we construct the isosceles triangle for which two angles need to be equal. Hence, in the constructed figure, triangle PQR is the required triangle which we wanted to construct. Now, we will verify the figure drawn. In triangle BPR, in construction, we made two equal angles, angle PBR and angle PRB. Therefore, angle PBR is equal to angle PRB. Triangle BPR is an isosceles triangle because two of its angles are equal and opposite sides of equal angles in an isosceles triangle are equal in length. So side PR will be equal to side PB. Let's call it equation 1. Side PQ and side PB together form side BQ. Therefore, we will write it like this. Using equation 1. Hence, the sum of the other two sides is equal to the sum of the other two constructed sides. Therefore, the construction done is correct. So friends, that's all in this session. In this session, we learned the construction of a triangle given its base, a base angle, and the sum of the other two sides. This video ends here. See you in the next video with some questions based on this construction. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In our previous video, we learned to draw such a triangle with the given base, a base angle and the sum of the other two sides. In this session, we will solve some questions based on the same construction. So let's start with the first question. Construct a right-angled triangle whose base side is 6 cm and the sum of perpendicular and hypotenuse is 9 cm. Also verify your construction. Friends, in the previous video, we have seen the construction of a triangle for this type of given lengths. Steps for the construction of such a triangle are as follows. Step 1. First of all, with the help of a scale, draw a base side AB of length 6 cm. Step 2. Now, on point A, with the help of a protractor, making an angle of 90 degrees, draw a ray AX. Step 3. Taking the sum of the lengths of perpendicular and hypotenuse, which is 9 cm, and using a compass on ray AX, cut a line segment AC of length 9 cm from point A. Step 4. Now, with the help of a scale, join point B and point C. Now, with the help of a protractor, let's take the measurement of angle BCA. On measuring, angle BCA comes to be 34 degrees. Now, on side BC from point B, by constructing an angle equal to 34 degrees, draw a line which intersects side AC at point D. In the figure, triangle ADB is that right triangle which we need to construct. Now, we will verify this construction. For verification, according to the question, the base side should be 6 cm and the angle drawn on it should be 90 degrees. And the sum of the other two sides should be 9 cm. So with the help of a scale and a protractor, let's measure this construction. First of all, when we measure the length of the base side, then the measure of the base side AB is obtained as 6 cm. Now we will measure the base angle of the drawn triangle ABD with the help of a protractor. Then the measure of angle DAB is obtained as 90 degrees. Now we will measure the other two sides. Upon measuring, the length of side AD comes out to be 2.5 cm and the length of side BD comes out to be 6.5 cm. Since we have to verify the sum of the other two sides, therefore, on adding the two sides AD and BD, the sum comes out to be 9 cm. Since the given length and the length of our construction is same, therefore our construction is true. Similarly, you can also construct more triangles like this, where you are given the base side, the base angle and the sum of the other two sides. You can try to do more such construction by changing the length of the sides and the measure of the angles. But if you have to construct a triangle where you are given the base side and instead of the base angle, the measure of the other angle is given, and the sum of the other two sides is also given, then how will you do such a construction? For example, in triangle KLM, if you are given the length of side KL as 8 cm and the sum of sides LM and MK as 12 cm, but we are not given the measure of angle K or angle L. Instead, we are given the measure of angle M as 75 degree. Then can you construct such a triangle? As we have seen, it is necessary to have information about any one angle drawn on the vertices of the base side. Therefore, the given information is not sufficient. Can you construct such a triangle where the sum of the two sides is smaller than the third side? Now let's look at this question. Construct a triangle, the length of whose base is 6 cm, the measure of angle A is 45 degree and the sum of the other two sides BC plus CA is equal to 5 cm. Step 1. With the help of a scale, let's draw a line segment AB of length 6 cm. Step 2. Now by making an angle of 45 degree on line segment AB, draw a ray AX. Step 3. Cut a line segment equal to BC plus CA, that is of length 5 cm on line segment AX. Name the point of intersection as point D. Step 4. Now, with the help of a scale, join point B and point D. Step 5. Now, with the help of a protractor, let's measure angle BDA. Upon measuring, the measure of angle BDA is obtained as 81 degree. Step 6. Now, from side BD, by making an angle of 81 degree, we have to draw a ray BY. But here, we see that ray BY doesn't intersect side AD anywhere. Construction of a triangle is not possible with this measurement. Therefore, construction of a triangle is possible only when the sum of its two sides is greater than the third side. With this, our video ends here, where with the given base, a base angle and the sum of the other two sides, we solved some questions related to the construction of a triangle. That's all in this video. See you in the next video with the construction of some other types of triangles. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In our previous video, we learned the construction of a triangle with a given base side, a base angle, and the sum of the other two sides. In this session, we will learn to construct a triangle whose base side, a base angle, and the difference of the other two sides is given. Here, in case 1, we will see where the side constructed on the base angle is big. So let's see how we will construct a triangle with the given measures. For example, suppose we have to construct a triangle PQR, the length of whose base side QR is given, the measure of the base angle Q is given, and the difference of the other two sides PQ minus PR is given. Friends, can you tell what is the difference between PQ minus PR and PR minus PQ? We know that in order to find the difference always, the smaller side is deducted from the larger side. Hence, we can understand that if the value of PQ minus PR is given, then in such a case side PQ is big and the side PR is smaller. Similarly, if the value of PR minus PQ is given, then the length of the side PR will be big and the length of the side PQ will be small. And friends, as per the difference given in the sides, the construction of a triangle is done in two ways. Case 1, the side drawn on the base angle is big, PQ greater than PR, that is PQ minus PR is given. Or case 2, the side drawn on the base angle is small, PQ lesser than PR, that is PR minus PQ is given. In this video, we will learn the construction with the information given in case 1. Then suppose that we want to construct the triangle PQR, where the base side is QR, the information about PQ minus PR is available, and the measure of angle Q is known. And the steps for the construction of such a triangle are as follows. Step 1. First of all, we will draw the base side QR with the help of a scale. Step 2. With the help of a protractor, we will construct the given angle Q, and from point Q, we will draw a ray QX. Step 3. From ray QX, cut a line segment equal to PQ minus PR, which is equal to the measure of the difference of the length of the two sides, and name this point of intersection as S. Step 4. Now join point S to point R. Step 5. Next, with the help of a compass, we will draw the perpendicular bisector of side SR. We have learned about the construction of a perpendicular bisector in the first session of the construction topic. Step 6. We can see that the perpendicular bisector line TU is intersecting ray QX, and we will represent this point of intersection as P. Thus, friends, the constructed triangle PQR is the same triangle which we wanted to construct. Here, you can see that side PQ is greater than side PR, and the difference of PQ minus PR is represented by QS. Well, friends, this work doesn't end just here. Now, we will check the construction of the constructed triangle. We have to prove that the length of SQ is equal to PQ minus PR, so let's prove that triangle PQR is the required triangle. Point P is equidistant from point S and point R because this point is the point that is located on the bisector of the side SR. Therefore, PS is equal to PR. Let's call it equation 1. And side PQ is formed by joining two line segments PS and SQ. Therefore, PQ is equal to PS plus SQ, and we can write it like this as well. SQ is equal to PQ minus PS. Using equation 1, we can write it as follows. SQ is equal to PQ minus PR, that is, the length of side SQ is equal to PQ minus PR. Therefore, our construction is correct. So friends, let's end this video here. Today, we learned the construction of a triangle given the base side, a base angle, and the difference of the other two sides. See you in the next video with a question related to this construction. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In our previous video, we discussed the construction of a triangle. Construction of such a triangle where the length of the base side, a base angle, and the difference of the other two sides is given. We divided the difference of the sides in two cases. Case 1, when the side formed from the base angle is larger than the other side, and case 2, when the side formed from the base angle is smaller than the other side. And in the previous video, we understood the construction according to case 1. In this session, we will understand the construction of a triangle according to case 2. Let's again see what is case 2. Suppose we have a triangle PQR where the length of the base side QR and the measure of the base angle Q is given and the difference of the sides PR minus PQ is given where PR is greater than PQ. Friends, here you can see that side PQ formed on the base angle Q is smaller than the side PR. This is the difference between case 1 and case 2. So let's see the steps for construction of a triangle like this. Step 1. First of all, with the help of a scale, draw a line segment QR of the given measure. Step 2. With the help of a protractor, by making an angle Q from the vertex Q, draw a ray QX. Step 3. We will now extend QX in the opposite direction and name this ray as QX dash. Step 4. With the help of a compass, taking a distance equal to the difference of the value of PR minus PQ, mark an arc on QX dash. Step 5. We will now join the points S and R. Step 6. Draw the perpendicular bisector of line segment SR and we name this perpendicular bisector as YZ. You can see that YZ is intersecting line XX dash at point P. Step 7. Now we will join points P and R. And friends, in this way, the formed triangle PQR is the required triangle which we wanted to draw. Now let's check our construction. For this, we will have to show that the difference of the two sides PR minus PQ will be equal to the given difference SQ. We see that point P is equidistant from points S and R because this point P is located on the bisector of the line segment SR. Therefore, PS will be equal to PR. Let's call this equation as equation 1. And the line segment PS is formed by joining two line segments PQ and SQ. So PS equals PQ plus SQ. We can write it like this as well. Or SQ equals PS minus PQ. Using equation 1, we can write it like this also. SQ is equal to PR minus PQ. That is, the length of side SQ is equal to PR minus PQ. Therefore, our construction is correct. So friends, with this, let's end this video. In this session, we learned the construction of a triangle where the length of the base side, one base angle, and the difference of the other two sides is given. Now let's meet in the next video with some questions related to this construction. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In the previous video, with the given base side, one base angle, and the difference of the other two sides, we learned the two cases for the construction of a triangle. Case 1, when the side on the base angle is large, and case 2, when the side on the base angle is small. In this video, we will solve some questions based on the first case of these constructions. So let's start with this question. Construct the triangle LMN where LM is equal to 6 cm, angle M is equal to 35 degrees and MN minus LN is equal to 3 centimeters. Friends, can you tell why we will do the construction of this triangle according to case 1? You can pause the video and think about the answer. Case 1 says that the side on the base angle should be greater than the other side. In this question, the measure of MN minus LN is given to be 3 centimeters. By looking at this, we know that side MN is greater than side LN. In side MN, M is present, which means MN is a side formed on angle M. Therefore, the side on the given base angle is greater than the other side. So, we will do the construction of this triangle according to the steps of case 1. Step 1. With the help of a scale, draw a line segment LM of length 6 cm. Step 2. From point M of line segment LM, draw a ray MX making an angle of 35 degrees. Step 3. On ray MX at a distance of 3 cm from point M, with the help of a scale, cut a line segment MO. Step 4. Now let's join the points O and L. Step 5. We will draw the perpendicular bisector of side OL. Step 6. This perpendicular bisector line will intersect ray MX at point N. Step 7. Now join the points N and L. And in this way, we constructed the triangle LMN. Friends, we just need to identify the situation and follow the steps to construct the triangle. Now let's check our construction. For verification, Mn minus Ln is equal to Om. Let's call it equation 1. Let's take the measure of side Mn. The length of Mn is 7 centimeters. Now let's take the measure of Ln, which is 4 centimeters. We have taken the length of side OM as 3 centimeters. On subtracting the values, our construction gets verified. With this, our video comes to an end. In this video, we learned a question related to the construction of a triangle, whose base side, one base angle and the difference of the other two sides is given. See you in the next video with more constructions of a triangle. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In the previous video, we learned to construct a triangle whose base side, one base angle and the difference of the other two sides are given. In this way, for the given measurement, we learned the construction in both cases. Case 1, when the side formed on the base angle is greater than the other side, and Case 2, when the side formed on the base angle is smaller than the other side. And we did some construction based on Case 1. In this session, we will learn to construct a triangle based on Case 2. Let's see this question. Construct the triangle STR where RS equals 8 cm, angle S equals 75 degrees and TR minus ST equals 3 centimeters. It is given in the question that the measure of TR minus ST is 3 centimeters, from which we get to know that side TR is the larger side. We are given the measurement of angle S, but in TR, S is not there. Therefore, TR is not a side formed on the base angle. The side formed on the base angle is ST, which is the smaller side. So, we will do its construction as per Case 2. Now, we will construct this triangle according to the steps of construction. Step 1. With the help of a scale, draw a line segment RS of length 8 cm. Step 2. With the help of a protractor, by making an angle of 75 degrees on the vertex S, draw a ray SX. Step 3. Extend the ray SX in the opposite direction and name the extended part as SX dash. Step 4. With the help of a scale, on line SX dash equal to TR minus ST, taking a length equal to 3 centimeters, cut a line segment and name this point of intersection as U. Step 5. Join the points R and U. Step 6. Now let's draw the perpendicular bisector of RU. And name it as LM. Line LM is intersecting ray SX at point T. We will join T and R. And in this way, the required triangle STR will be formed. So friends, in this way we solved this question, that is, we constructed the triangle. Can you verify this construction? We will give you a hint. You can verify this construction by showing TR minus ST is equal to SU. So that's all in this session. But before leaving, try to answer one question. Construct the triangle PQR, the length of whose side QR is X centimeter, the measure of angle Q is 8 degrees, and the difference of the other two sides, PQ minus PR, is C. Here, we will do the construction of a triangle keeping in mind Case 1 or Case 2. To get your answer, think of it along with your friends and teachers and reach a conclusion. With this, our video comes to an end. In this session, we learned a question related to the construction of a triangle, the length of whose base side, one base angle, and the difference of the other two sides is given. See you in the next video with the construction of another type of triangle. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In the previous video, we solved some questions based on the construction of a triangle. We constructed triangles for which information about their base side, one base angle, and the difference of the measure of the other two sides was given. In this video, we will learn to construct a triangle for which information is given about the sum of its three sides, that is the perimeter and the measure of its two base angles. So let's understand this construction. First of all, let's see what information is necessary for this construction. 1. The sum of all three sides, and 2. Measure of the two base angles on the base side are needed. Now let's learn to construct. For example, let's assume we have to construct a triangle PQR whose perimeter is PQ plus QR plus RP, and the base angles are angle Q and angle R respectively. Steps for the construction of such a triangle are as follows. Step 1. First of all, with the help of a scale, we will draw a line segment equal to the given perimeter and we will name it as XY. Here, PQ plus QR plus RP is equal to XY. Step 2. Now, from the vertex X, with the help of a protractor, while making an angle equal to the angle Q, we will draw a ray XZ. Step 3. Similarly, from the vertex Y, with the help of a protractor, while making an angle equal to the angle R, we will draw another ray YW. Step 4. Now, with the help of a compass, we will draw the angle bisectors of angle X and angle Y. Step 5. Let's name the point at which the bisectors of angle X and angle Y intersect as P. Here P is a vertex of triangle PQR. Friends, can you tell why we chose only vertex P from triangle PQR? Because angle Q and angle R are base angles. Therefore, we will take the point of intersection as point P, which is not the base angle. Step 6. Now, with the help of a compass, we will draw the perpendicular bisector of the line segment XP. Which intersects the line segment XY. And we will name this point of intersection as vertex Q of triangle PQR. Step 7. Similarly, we will draw the perpendicular bisector of the line segment YP with the help of a compass. Which will intersect the line segment XY at point R. Step 8. We will join point P with point Q and point R, and thus we constructed triangle PQR when we had information about its perimeter and the base angles. To summarize the steps of this construction, we can say that by drawing the line segment equal to the measurement of the perimeter, we will draw the angle bisector of given angles and then construct a perpendicular bisector of the angle bisector. We will find one vertex of the triangle by intersection point of angle bisectors, and we will get the remaining two vertices by the intersection of base and both the perpendicular bisectors. And this is how we get the triangle. But friends, as you know, we will have to prove that the given construction is correct. So, let's verify our construction. We have to prove two parts in this construction. In the first part, we will prove that XY is equal to PQ plus QR plus RP. And in the second part, we will prove that angle WYR is equal to angle PRQ. And angle ZXQ is equal to angle PQR. As we know from the construction that point Q is situated on the perpendicular bisector of XP, so PQ is equal to XQ. Similarly, the point R is situated on the perpendicular bisector of YP, so RY is equal to RP. As we can understand from the figure, the line segment XY is formed by combining the line segments XQ, QR and RY. That is, XY is equal to XQ plus QR plus RY. In this equation, substituting PQ in place of XQ and RP in place of RY, we will get XY is equal to PQ plus QR plus RP. Let's call it equation 1. Here, we have proved the first part. Let's move to the second part. You can pause the video and think how we will prove it. We have to prove that angle WYR is equal to angle PRQ. Friends, look at triangle PYR carefully. Side RP is equal to side RY because any point situated on the perpendicular bisector of a line segment is equidistant from the endpoints of that line segment. That is, triangle PYR is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, angle RYP is equal to angle RPY. Let's call it equation 2. Angle PRQ is equal to the sum of angles RYP and RPY according to the exterior angle property of a triangle. According to equation 2, we can write it like this as well. Here we got angle PRQ is equal to 2 times angle RYP and 2 times angle RYP is angle WYR. Because YP is the bisector of angle WYR. Similarly, we can prove that angle ZXQ is equal to angle PQR. So friends, we have verified the construction of this triangle, or we can say that the construction has been proved right. Thus, in the next session we will solve some questions based on this construction and will construct the triangle according to the given measurement. In this session, we learned to construct a triangle given its perimeter and its 2 base angles. Meet you in the next session. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on constructions. In the previous video, we learned to construct such a triangle, the sum of whose all the 3 sides, that is, the perimeter and the 2 base angles are given. In this session, we will learn to solve questions based on this construction. So let's start with a question. Construct a triangle ABC whose perimeter is 14 cm and the 2 base angles, angle B and angle C, are 90 degree and 55 degree respectively. In the question, the perimeter of the triangle is given to be 14 cm and we know that the perimeter of a triangle is equal to the sum of its sides. Hence we have 1. AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 14 cm, 2. Angle B is equal to 90 degrees and 3. Angle C is 55 degrees. According to the given information, we will construct the triangle by following these steps. So let's start. Step 1. First of all, with the help of a scale, draw a line segment PQ equal to the given perimeter, that is 14 cm. Step 2. Now, on point P with the help of a protractor, while making an angle of 90 degrees, draw a ray PX. Step 3. Similarly, now on point Q, with the help of a protractor, while making an angle of 55 degrees, draw another ray QY. Step 4. Now, draw the bisectors of the angles formed at point P and point Q. Step 5. Name the point at which the bisectors of both the obtained angles intersect each other as A. Step 6. Now, draw the perpendicular bisector of the line segment PA which will intersect the line segment PQ. We will name that point of intersection as B. Step 7. Similarly, draw the perpendicular bisector of the line segment QA which will intersect the line segment PQ again at a point. We will name the point of intersection as C. Step 8. join point A to point B and to the point C. Friends, the triangle ABC thus obtained is the expected triangle we wanted to construct. And friends, thus we can easily construct a triangle for any given perimeter and base angles by following these steps. Friends, now we will prove this mathematically. The sum of the three sides of the triangle we had to construct is 14 cm. So now we will check whether the sum of the sides of the triangle we constructed is 14 cm. Also, the measurement of base angles is 90 degree and 55 degree or not. We can verify this by measuring these sides and angles with the help of a scale and protractor. That's it for today's session. In this session, we solved a question based on to construct a triangle given its perimeter and its two base angles. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.